Oh, and Elon Musk actually did buy Twitter.
He did.
Yeah. So, what do you think's going to happen from that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what his overall kind of goal is, whether it's actually free speech or he's got a bigger corporate picture in mind.
Yeah, no, I like. Do you think he's doing this for anything but spite? Like he's just like, oh man, I got one of my fucking tweets deleted by Twitter bots. Like, fuck this. I'm just. You can't do this to me. I will buy you.
Yeah, I mean, I like to believe that he has a bit of a heart and doing it for good reasons, but I mean, a lot of people in the
Yeah.
past, whether it's like CEOs, politicians, have definitely not lived up to their promises.
Yeah. But and also at the same time, like, why would he be restrained? Like, if you have that much money, what would you use it for if not spite? Like, just be like, nah, fuck you. I'll just like buy you a like if half the people had that much money, they'd buy like every company they used to work for and then like fire
Yeah.
their old boss.
I mean, he could have done that
Like,
with a
that's
lot
what
of other
people,
companies
I
too.
wonder if he has done that. Like, there's just like I don't know, like a small Burger King in like Kingston, Ontario, that he used to work at when he was in university. It was like, Mr. Stevens, you were a dick to me one day, and you fired me because like I missed the bus. So fuck you, you're fired. Like, I'm sure that has happened, but like he had to sign like an NDA.
Yeah,
I'm just making this up. Please don't sue me.
sue him.
But I'm thinking like, so Twitter could just like we could just like go back to like 2008 Twitter, where it was just like people posting videos of how to make crack in a microwave.
Yeah,
And ISIS beheading videos.
bombing videos. Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking like, what's gonna happen? I feel like it's gonna be like what happened to Parler, where it all just turned to a giant honeypot trap, where the FBI is like hunting down anti-government far-right terrorists, or would-be far-right terrorists, where they're just like, oh hey guys, glad we have free speech. I sure would like to bomb the Statue of Liberty. Anyone else? Anyone else? And everyone's like, yeah. And then like the SWAT team just comes to your house immediately because they ping your IP address.
yeah.
So
I mean, Twitter did admit that they didn't promote or they took down a lot of tweets regarding the QAnon documentary.
like a documentary like by QAnon people, or
No, that like talks about QAnon and like how radical they are and kind of their mentality on things.
yeah. I love how like the QAnon thing has just like actually destroyed people's families. If you're ever on Reddit, like go to our QAnon casualties, and it just like this more than other conspiracy theories just like rips families to shreds. Because like I don't know how it's different from other things, but I feel like maybe it just like impacts your real world politics more than like believing 9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what I really don't want is to like for like America to turn into like I don't know, Russia or Turkey, where like conspiracy theory plays like a mainstream role in politics. That would not be fun. Did I talk about the movie Memory the last time we were on here?
I don't know, maybe.
So Memory is like it's like Taken crossed with Memento.
Oh yeah, with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, with Liam Neeson. But like that is like QAnon the movie, like specifically like the boomer QAnon revenge fantasy. Like it's like, oh, I gotta use my guns to take down all the fucking sex traffickers, but I forgot my medication, so I don't know where I am. So you know what? I'm gonna go see it, and I'll tell you how it is.
You see that while I watch the next is that Marvel movie coming out? Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. I don't know. I feel like, do you think Phase 4 has been weaker? Like there's just no reason to give a shit.
I don't know. I guess it depends on if you're really in tune with those characters.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I felt like okay, so I kind of stopped caring in Phase 2 because like Phase 2 has really shit movies. Like it's like Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3. So it's I kind of got out of it. But then when they started wrapping it up with like and Age of Ultron, just like. But then when they started wrapping it up in Phase 3, then it's like okay, I can give a shit again. They're introducing the last couple characters before like the finale. But now that the finale's over, it feels like they're the stakes aren't the same. Like, why do I give a shit about Black Widow when I know she's dead?
Yeah.
But I mean, on the other hand, I also watch Better Call Saul, which is just like which characters die and how, but I'm still into it for some reason. I have no idea how that works.
Disney's just try to milk everything that Marvel has and like intertwine everything.
Yeah, true. We'll see how that goes. I'm just
But go watch Moon Knight. It's good.
I don't know who Moon Knight is. Like we're really starting to scrape the barrel of superheroes. I don't know who the fuck that is, like, at all.
Which is why you should watch it.
Okay. Is he like, what's his power?
It's pretty much like a guy who got the powers of an Egyptian god, and he can go in and out of bodies, well, his own body, and also deals with like mental health and like psychotic patients.
Okay, so it's like he has godly powers, but it's like an allegory for some sort of mental illness.
Yeah.
But instead of being mental illness, it's like actual demonic possession.
No, it's also mental illness.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if like they were doing like just an allegory or kind of doing both. But yeah,
it's interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, because that's interesting. Because like I don't really know of any like Marvel superheroes that have like any sort of mental illness that I know. Like, besides, I mean, there's DC superheroes and Marvel superheroes that have like they all have post-traumatic stress disorder, but been acquired through traumatic experience, I guess. Yeah, I guess like that one's just kind of like a given. And the rest of us, like, when we go through something traumatic, we don't get to have superpowers, so it's not quite the same. All right, fine. I'll maybe watch Moon Knight. I'll do it after I watch Better Call Saul. I'm just gonna watch that these days because I started Better Call Saul. Like, when did Better Call Saul? Oh wow, it came out in 2015. Okay, so yeah, I watched like the first few episodes of Better Call Saul in like 2015, 2016.
Yeah,
and then like didn't watch them again until like this month.
Slacking.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad I rewatched it because BJ from Righteous Gemstones is just there for some reason. Oh, and there's like my favorite one-off character is just this one like New Mexico libertarian who lives in the desert who's just like, I want to secede from the United States. But he can't do it because he tries to pay him in his new country's money. And he's just like, fucking so-called federal government with the INS looking into all my labor hires. It's stifling innovation. I gotta secede. It was great. Yeah, no, I enjoy it as a show. Because it's about like people who are like on the periphery of the criminal underworld, but not so much about people in the criminal underworld. So I thought that was interesting.
You should tweet them and get them to make more
Better Call Saul
or shows like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. What other shows are like that? The Ozarks about that? I never watched Ozarks. Ozarks just seemed like they were trying to be Breaking Bad, but it's just not as interesting.
No, it's pretty good.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a try. But
the Bird Family.
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
I just like, they're in Arkansas, right?
Somewhere in the Ozarks.
I don't know. I can't watch a show about Arkansas. Just on general principle. It's not going to work for me. I have like a special hatred for Arkansas because it's like mountain Mississippi.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Arkansas. There don't need to be that many Arkansas. The way I see it, like almost every southern state has a redeeming quality to it. Tennessee has like Nashville and Graceland and Memphis, and Kentucky has the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Georgia has like the Atlanta Aquarium and like Atlanta generally. Florida has Miami. Texas has Austin and San Antonio. Or not Austin. I'm not giving them that much credit. They have San Antonio. Louisiana has New Orleans and Cajun food and blues music.
So Arkansas has nothing?
It's not just Arkansas. Virginia's basically the North, and South Carolina has Charleston. North Carolina has like Raleigh, Durham, Duke University, Chapel Hill, that sort of thing. But Mississippi and Alabama, shit, they have nothing. There's no redeeming qualities about Mississippi and Alabama. And then Arkansas is just them, but with mountains. So we already don't need both Mississippi and Alabama to be like the quintessential shitty deep south states. But on top of that, we also have Arkansas. That's not okay.
Take that.
We don't need more Arkansas.
Put that on a shirt.
We don't need more Arkansas?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I will. So yeah, don't go to Arkansas or Mississippi. Just don't.
And if you disagree, just tweet like.
Yeah, no, definitely like come find where I live and tell me your opinion. Most definitely in the form of like a flaming bag of dog shit on my doorstep. That'll work.
He'll put you on the pod.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, okay. So the first person to make a death threat against me gets to be on the show. I'm kidding. I don't actually mean that. Please don't.
Those requests will be coming in pretty fast.
I think I'm fine. Oh, all right. I mean, I think I've ranted enough against Mississippi for the day.
Yeah, just check us out where everywhere, anywhere you can find us.
Woo! Later, guys.
Later.